Hello everyone. Let's in this video look at how to select objects in Blender. And of course you can just let's click your objects to select them like so. However, that's possible in your object mode. How, how then do you get this done in edit mode? In edit mode, we have various selection methods. We have the vertex select, which enables you to select vertices like so. So all these dots or points are called vertices, a vertex. And we have the hedge, that's the hedge, just like, yeah, the hedge. And we have the face. So with this, I can select the face or face of my object. Yeah, and I can't select other objects right now apart from the objects that are taken into the edit mode. So let me go back into the object mode and duplicate this. G of X, let's just move this. Then let's create a new object. I can come to Add, Mesh, and create a cylinder. G of X, let's just move the cylinder here. Now, if I have just this cube selected and I go into edit mode with this cube, okay, I can hold shift and ensure that these three are active. With these three active, the vertex, the edge, and the face active, I can always select any that I want. Okay, I can always select any that I want. I don't need to always come back to the top here to change it. Okay, now because this cube is the only one in edit mode, I can't work on anything else. Okay, I can't work on anything else. But let's tab and go to object mode. And if I select or shift select the cylinder and go to edit mode, and I can select this face and shift select this face and say G of Z to bring both of them down like so. So yeah, that's fine. And if I want, I can always select, yeah, all three selection modes are currently active. So I can select a hedge, I can select a vertex, I can select a face or multiple faces by holding shift, you know, just, yeah. Alt A to deselect all. Now, if you press A, and you see or you do not see this, you press A and you do not see the spy menu, just go on to your edit preferences, go on to add-ons and search for pi, okay? And make sure you turn on interface column 3D viewport pi menu, just turn it on. Once you've done that, then come to key map and also turn on um, tab for Pi menu. Make sure you do this. Okay. Now, if you press your tab, you can use it to switch between your object mode or your edit mode, as well as other modes, which we'll be looking at in later tutorials. So if I switch to object mode now, I can always, select multiple objects this way. And having all three objects selected by holding shift, I can tab and go to edit mode and I can have all three modes or selection modes here selected, and I can always select multiple. Say I want to select this face as well as this top face as well as this top face and just move it up. So I can use G or Z to move it up. Hold Control to constrain it this way, like to ensure it's snapping. Without control, without holding control, I've already pressed my G and Z to ensure it's going in the upward direction, like vertical, just up and down, or up or down, whichever one. Then I can hold my control to ensure it's snapping. Okay, so like so. So if I'm satisfied, say I'm satisfied with this, I can just left click to confirm, and that is done. Okay, so that's one easy way to just um, get your selections done in Blender. Now, if I hit Alt plus A, it will deselect all that has been selected, okay? And if I press A and say select all, everything gets selected, okay? Everything that is available in the edit mode gets selected. So Alt A to deselect all, A, select all. If you press A again and then you click this select all, it's going to deselect everything. The reason being that it is a toggle, okay? That's why that is happening. Now, if you press A, you have box select. Box select to bring out this for you, and you can use it to select all that you are seeing, okay? All that is visible to you will get selected that way. And yeah, so I can hit B, which is the shortcut for box select. B is just the shortcut for box select. So yeah, that would enable me select all of this. And of course I can use Alt A to deselect everything again. Now what if I want to select everything here and I don't want to select all of this? You know, if I press A and I do this, everything gets selected. So in order to do that, the first thing to do is to take my mouse to the object that I want to select, then press L. So you can see it's saying select link. So everything that is linked together here will be selected. So, and if I want to deselect it, I'll say Shift L. Okay, so L to select, Shift L to deselect. Or I can just go L, and then Alt A to deselect everything. But if you have, let's do this. Let's just delete everything. Shift A to bring in a new cube, like so. Go into edit mode, scale it down, S of Z, scale it down like so, and let's just move it up a bit. Yeah, that's done. All right. Now let's just go back to object mode, create a new cube, and go into edit mode, scale it down to about say 0.2. So scale 0.2. Oh, my num's lock. Scale 0.2. All right. Now I have this. Let's just move this up and place it on the ground level. Select the top face, go into front view, G of Z, and move it like so. Now press L, okay, to select these, just this, okay, then G of X to move it somewhere here, Shift D to duplicate it, then G of X, G and X to move it in the X direction like so. So I have this simple form here. So this is one object and this is another object, right? Both objects are different. To join them together, select one, shift select the other and press Ctrl J. So that would join both of them and they would become just a single object. Okay. Now, if I go into my edit mode, I still have 1, 2, 3. So I can select this with L. So you can see the other two are not selected. And I can select the other one also. Make sure my cursor is on it or my mouse is on it, then press L to select, then L to select. That way I can select all three. But if I want to deselect the top here, I can just put my mouse on it and Shift L to deselect that and say I want to scale it in the Y. So I can say scale Y for this two, and I have it edited like so. Okay, so this is just we looking at the various selection methods in Blender, all right? And I can hit Alt A to deselect everything. Yeah, to deselect everything. Yeah, I think we have covered almost everything we need to cover in our selections or as you get selection. In the next video, we're going to look at our various shading method or our various shading view in Blender. Yeah, see you in the next tutorial. Bye for now.